Today I'm gonna be showing you how to smooth stucco a cinder block wall just like this. You see what happens is they built this existing wall here, but it didn't match their old wall here. Let me show you something. This cinder block wall here is from the 70s, and you can see it has grooves, and they don't make them like this anymore. So they built this new wall, and it has a different texture and a different color. So what happens is we're gonna stucco this and make it all look nice and uniform. We ended up masking everything off with 60-minute paper, red tape, and we ended up putting corner aids on all the edges. You don't have to do this. This is just an extra step we do to make sure all the corners are nice and clean and they're not wavy. We put them all on the sides and on the top. So pay attention. We're gonna go step by step on how to stucco a cinder block wall. And if you like this video and you want to subscribe, you won't regret it. In this part of the video, I'm gonna show you how to mix cement for your brown coat for your block walls. So we have plastic cement here, and we have washed plaster sand. So what happens is we're gonna do 1 bag of cement and about 19 shovels of plaster sand, and that should give us a good enough ratio to get it on this block wall.
What we like to mix is we add the water first, then we add 5 to 10 shovels of sand before we add the cement, and that's just so when you add the cement it doesn't all get clumped up at the bottom of the mixer. Once you add the rest of the shovels, then you let it mix for 5 minutes, and obviously you continue the same ratio. In this case we're mixing 3 bags of cement in one shot. That's just so we can keep going. And you can rent a mixer like this in most tool rental places. I would call and ask if they got a plaster mixer before you go. One of the first things that you have to do that I didn't show on this video is you want to wet your cinder block walls. 1, to get rid of any dirt that's on there, and 2, you want to keep that wall moist. What happens is if you don't keep that wall moist, as soon as you get your cement on there, it's going to dry up on you, and you don't want it drying up. You want it to keep your cement moist. That way you can shape it and shift it as you need, because you're still going to have to move that cement around. And that way it's all nice and straight and nice and flat. What you can see is Miguel in the video, he grabbed his hawk and trowel and he was able to square up the top first, and then he grabbed the gold devil, which is that tool that he grabs with 2 hands, and you can get a lot more mud out of there. And he's putting on the first coat with the gold devil, and he So in this part here, Miguel grabs the Gold Devil one more time and he gives everything a second pass. That way it's a nice thick coat going across the whole wall there. So you get one coat on there first, and you kind of get the whole wall, and then you put a second coat of cement on the whole thing. Then he grabs the rod. Of course, he wets the rod first. That way it's nice and moist and the cement doesn't get stuck to it. And you kind of squeeze everything from bottom to top, starting from bottom to top. Later on, he does go sideways just to make sure that wall is nice and even with that rod. He also gets rid of any excess material, puts it back on the mudboard so we can use it again. So as you can see here, we continued that same process Miguel did on that first section. We did it for the rest of the section. That way it's all nice and brown coated. Now what Miguel's doing now, he's grabbing his rod and he's shaving the wall. Now you got to wait about 30 minutes for the wall to take up a little bit, but you really don't want it too dry. So you got to kind of find the sweet spot where you can shave the wall and the plaster is not going to fall off. And you also don't want it to be completely dry and you're going to be scraping hard cement. So you got to kind of find the sweet spot. This took about 30 minutes, but the wall is in the sun. So we took 30 minutes and he came back and now he's shaving it. And the reason he shaves the wall is to get rid of any excess material that's on the wall. It makes everything nice and even, and gets rid of any lumps that are on the wall. And you also don't want your brown coat to be smooth. You want it to be rough, so when you apply your stucco coat, it adheres properly. It actually binds to all the pores that are open. And if you were to have it smooth and you're trying to apply your stucco, the actual stucco is just going to slide right off, and it will not adhere properly, especially if it's a smooth coat like we're going to do here on the part 2.
All right, well, this is what your brown coat should look like prior to your stucco. It shouldn't look smooth, it should look a little rough. Your corners should be cleaned up, just the way we did at the top and the sides here. And you're ready for stucco.